Prime Minister Allen Chastanet has taken note of the Civil Service Association's call for a total 10-day lockdown to reduce the mountain of COVID-19 cases. The CSA outlined its recommendation in a press release dated Monday, February 8th. Chastanet addressed the issue when he phoned into the Radio 100 morning program, What Makes Me Mad, with host Andre Paul on Tuesday.
So the CSA is saying, by virtue of that fact, we need to take extreme measures, and that one of these measures includes a lockdown.
Well, I kept on turning over to the other page of their statement to find out how they were going to contribute to that lockdown. So who's going to pay the salaries? 80 cents of every dollar that a civil servant gets comes from the taxes from the private sector. 40 cents comes directly from the tourism sector. So if you shut down the private sector any more than we have it right now, where's the money going to come from?
Government officials, more so Prime Minister Allen Chastanet, have stated that the island's economy could ill afford a complete lockdown, and given limited revenues, the recommended 10-day lockdown, by the current administration's account, appears to be a daunting undertaking, which could be fiscally ruinous for the state.
I'm not in a position to go and borrow any more money. We've borrowed as much as we possibly can, and that space that we had came out of the success that we've had for the last 4 years and the relationships we've developed.
Now, Mr. Prime Minister, what about those, considered non-essential workers? Those workers now who have been negatively impacted over the last week or so because they have to shut down their business during the curfew. Is the government do you have anything in place in terms of, like in Barbados, some sort of remittance, I don't know, through the government itself or the NIC to ensure that, you can tide these people over?
So we don't have a unemployment insurance program. So that's what made what the NIC did with the $80 million support that they gave was unique. And we had to go to Parliament to get the approval to do that.
The Civil Service Association, in its press release, described the most recent NEMAC meeting as a charade, warning that the trade union is reconsidering its future participation in the forum due to the perceived lack of consultation and engagement by the current administration. It's an all-too common refrain from civil society, including the Bar Association and the SLHTA, during the controversy surrounding the COVID-19 Prevention and Control Bill in the fall of 2020. Prime Minister, who also fielded questions on the CSA outside Parliament on Tuesday, countered claims of unilateralism in the NEMAC setting.
We discussed those protocols. If I remember correctly, the CSA did make an intervention and said that they felt that 7 o'clock might be too early. And I asked, well, what time did the members knock off public service? Most of them knock off at 4:30. I said, so I got to think that most people should be able to make it to work home before 7 o'clock. But I said, for those persons that are having difficulty, we would certainly cause the permanent secretary in the department to write a letter for them. So I'm a bit taken back because certainly everybody was given an opportunity, and the government this time did not go in with any plan in mind, only what the report was saying statistically, as well as some of the recommendations that were being made by some of the other associations.
Saint Lucia remains in the grip of a menacing COVID-19 outbreak, with an unmatched case count and death toll in the OECS. While the debate on the most effective public policy measures to address the crisis heats up, citizens are urged to take personal responsibility for their health and safety through physical distancing, masking up, and practicing proper hand hygiene. Solange Alfred, HTS News Force.